Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome. How are we doing? How are we doing? Welcomes. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Alrighty. So what's happened in the NA? Tell me what's happened. How NA prices? Don't undercut. NA is nuts right now. Craft missives can't keep them stocked. They instantly sell. Hot cakes. Hot cakes. Missives, is that what we're saying then? We're going on the missives. Well, if we're going to do missives, we're going to need herbs, aren't we? Let's think about this logically. Let's do a bit of a shoppy scan. Let's have a look at inscription. Let's see what the missives are selling for right now. More subs. Sarah, thanks for the sub. Welcome. Even Lego's already sold 300,000 worth of them in an hour. Boom! Rank 1 legendaries are flying. You are called the spreadsheet master on Reddit. Really? Why am I the spreadsheet master? I made one spreadsheet and all of a sudden I'm the spreadsheet master. Sure, fine, okay. No, continue with the cards. God damn, I knew you guys would want to see me continue crafting cards. Rings have gone from 14k to 19k in minutes. This is nuts. Tonight's going to be ridiculous. Well. This is interesting. Boys and girls. What does this mean? This means that we are going to get to rank 4 in dual crafting today. At the very least for the ring. Because it sounds like it's popping off. And I'm willing to take the fact that if it's popping off over in the NA, it's going to pop off here in the EU once we have our reset. Although that is highly risky because the bug is still in play. Some idiot sold all his rank 1s and 2s for 10k. Sounds like it could be fun. Well, if missives are the thing then, what are we looking at stock-wise on missives? 1,500 gold. What's the actual crafting cost on these? That doesn't sound like... that literally doesn't sound like there's any missives at all going on here. Haste and crit. No surprises that they're the ones that seem to be stocked. Let's check haste. Yeah, people are going big on the haste ones. I think we need to... Where's this dude? 6 minutes till release. Oh no. One moment, please. Just bought 4 rank 2 rings at below current rank 1 prices. Right, okay. So this is definitely something that we need to be prepared for. It's going to be very obvious that people have no idea how to use the auction house. There is a strong probability then that people are going to be posting rank 2s, possibly even rank 3s, and undercutting the price of rank 1s because they don't know how to use the auction house. So what we are going to do is we are going to do a tutorial very quickly of exactly how you should set up TSM so that you don't balls it up. Because ballsing it up is going to cost you a lot of gold. Let me just get to save space. Let me just log out. Let me just jump on the character that matters right now. Our dual crafter. Hey up, what did we sell? Love that sound. We sold nothing interesting. Back we go. TSM does not distinguish ranks of Legos. Probably You can make it do so. You can make it do so, but you've got to be very careful how you set up your groups. You cannot make your groups in advance. You have to have one of the... This is the reason why, if you look on my bank toon, right, for example, I crafted one of every single leatherworking rank 1. I crafted one of each, simply so that I could put them in the right groups. The way I've set my groups up is quite simple. It's quite simple. Let's look at jewel crafting. I have jewel crafting, I have the ring, and then I have rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4. Jewel crafting neck, rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4. Some will say this is overkill, but considering Trade Skill Master does weird things at times, I think it's a necessity. When you craft that item, it will show up in your ungrouped items list. That is where you make sure that you select the exact item. You can see this one when you hover over it. It shows the tooltip, Shadowghast Ring 190. Make sure you select the right one and put that in the group. If you as and when you craft rank 2s, 3s and 4s, you do the exact same with, in this case you can see, the 210 item. If you put the 175 item in the group, if you just do a search for Shadowghast, of course it's not going to work. If you just do a search for Shadowghast, you will only get shown the 175 item, which technically doesn't exist. This is the base item, if that makes sense. This is the core item in the game that all of the ranks are actually built up upon. So you want to make sure you don't have the item level 175 in your groups. You want to make sure that you have the exact 190. And the easiest and most simplistic way to do this is when you craft one of them for the first time, then put it in its own group. That should make it so that when you can then put operations on all of these like you would normally, and this should mean that when you go to post them, if you have rank 1s and rank 2s in your bags, it will consider them as totally separate items and undercut the right things, and you shouldn't mess up. Don't get caught in a weird situation where you end up selling things and undercutting the wrong items because you've got the wrong items in your groups. Grats to whoever bought out all of the rings on Outland EU for 2.5k times 120 of them. Damn. Damn. 120 of them. Bought 16 rank 1 rings for 3.3k average. Just sold all 5. Just sold all but 5 of them for an average of 18k. Things are hella popping off, boys and girls. Hella popping off. This is cool. This is what we wanted to see. This is what we've been waiting all week for. True. Data points for TSM is not going to distinguish between the items. So when you look at things like your ledger, and if you go to Shadowghast, in this scenario, maybe if you go to revenue, for example, this is not going to distinguish. This cannot tell whether it was a rank 1 that sold, a rank 2 that sold, a rank 3 that sold, or a rank 4 that sold. It's just going to list Shadowghast necklace. It doesn't know. So either you're going to need to... you're not necessarily going to know what you've sold at what price after you've sold it. So you've got to be super careful you get the right items in the right groups. Rings are slowly climbing, necks haven't moved. To be expected. The ones that are... The ring is definitely appearing, at least as far as jewel crafters are concerned, the ring is definitely the one that's appearing more juicy for a lot of people. Essences have really jumped up, as you mentioned. I've not checked the price on essences over here, but I imagine in the old NA right now they've gone pretty high. 1,000 gold a piece would not surprise me. Honestly, 1,000 gold a piece would not surprise me. Someone decided to reset Shrouded Cloth before reset to 30 gold. Price crashed back down to 14 pretty quickly. 1.9k on my server for them for the Torments. Torments are used in the ring. Torments and Rebirth are used in the ring. What's my usual cup of coffee? What is my usual cup of coffee? Black coffee, no sugar. Yes, please. In large quantity. This is technically my regular coffee flask, which I fill up every morning and drink until I can feel the caffeine coursing through my blood. It's empty now though because it's nearly 9 o'clock at night. I'm not drinking coffee 9 o'clock at night. Well, that's bonkers. Okay, right. With the expectation then that things are going to pop off, I think I should probably push my jewel crafting ring to at least rank 3. If I can push it to rank 3, like literally no sweat. Push it to rank 3, then we've got rank 3s crafted, and then if things go really crazy tomorrow, we can push it to rank 4 and see what happens. What I do need to do is just check how many materials that's going to cost me. We can check that quite easily. We've hit rank 2. We need to craft theoretically a bunch of rank 2s. It's going to cost only 30k in arboreal shards. And whatever 30 times 15 is. Somebody do some maths. 30 times 15. No, hang on. 450. Boom. That's gonna burn through half of my Shadowghast ingots. Alright, sure. How do you search auction house with groups on TSM? You go to browse, you select the group, you press run shopping scan. That's it. Blacksmithing pants are going for 41k. I love my life. Nice. And I'm the only one here. Even better. Honestly, I think you should push rank 4 like now. You'll probably sell a few to people that don't know how things work. Possibly. Probably not at the price I'm going to charge for them though. Because at this point I think I would be the only person selling rank 3s or even rank 4s. Let's have a look. Shadowghast ring. Shadowghast ring, 190s all over the place. 190s all over the place, 210s. 210s as far as it goes on my realm. We can, we're relatively stocked up. I would have liked to have had more than this, to be fair, but I might have made a small little investment earlier. I might have filled basically my entire guild bank with lacerite ore. So this should keep me going for a couple of days if nothing else. And hopefully this will help push the price of lacerite ore into the stratosphere on my server. People are undercutting in this kind of market. What has the world come to? People bestsellers. Want to sell Reigns of the Time Lost Proto Drake? DM me. Are you mad? Just sold 1.2 million gold worth of lithium ore. Look. I'm gonna do my very best to not say I told you so on some of these things, but some of these materials are gonna pop off big time, big time. I bought it out at 12 gold per, so I've got about 6k leystrite. I spent a little bit more than 12 gold per on mine, but I stocked up nearly 25,000 leystrite ore earlier, and only prospected some of it because I just ran out of bank space. Why are you stacking so much leystrite? Prospecting, boys. Prospecting. Get those essences when I need them. I've got a fair few. This should be enough for a couple of days. But the question is, this puppy right here, do we just go for rank 3 now? Or do we go all of the way to rank 4? What I absolutely, definitely, probably need to make sure happens is that I don't get stuck in an experience bug. Alessandro, thanks for the sub. Welcome, welcome. For any of you guys that are into jewel crafting, remember very simply that Alethioum is realistically only worth prospecting when it's less than 10 times the value of leystrite. So if Alethioum is going for 20 gold, if Alethioum is selling for 200 gold on your server, it is still beneficial to prospect leystrite up to 20 gold each, if you are solely looking to get essences out of it. But of course, if you are focusing just on the ring or just on the necklace, you probably then want to focus on prospecting the zone-specific ores, which will be different to you depending on which essence you're focusing. You can see here, for example, if you're focusing on crafting the ring, you're going to need Essence of Rebirth and you're going to need Essence of Torment, which in turn means that you're going to need Phaedrum ore and Sinvir ore, respectively, to get those two essences. I lucked out by choosing the least competitive market. Others are still below 10k. Well done, my man, well done. But right, I need to craft 14. Let me do my maths. I need to craft 14 rank 2s right now. That should give me rank 3 in the ring. Go. Things are popping off after 30 minutes. Supplies won't keep up though. This is my thought. We're going to sell out of stock pretty quickly. Bingo. Shadowgast ring rank 3. Blizzard can't take that off me now. Blizzard can't take that off me now. If it's this nuts now, tonight will be mental. Yeah, soon as a lot of people catch on to what's going on, it could be a bit mad. Could be a bit mad. How many rank 1s would I need to craft? How many 5s go into 225? How many 5s go into 225? It's lots, isn't it? 20, 40, 45. I'd have to craft 45 rank 1s. 45 rank 1s would get me to rank 4 in the ring. Do I genuinely think I'll sell 45? I'm going to sell 45 in a day, aren't I? Although I will absolutely kick myself though if no, I guess it's pretty safe. Which way do I do this? I've probably got the materials to do both. Do I just craft 45 rank 1s? Or do I craft 15 rank 3s? Right, well, let's be sensible here. We need at least one rank 3 for the auction house. We need at least one rank 3 for the auction house. So let's get that on the go. Let's do everything in my power to make sure I don't get this bug. Let me do a reload right now. The game can't possibly take rank 3 away from me now I've learned it, surely. 151 rings are increasing in value too. There's a really strong possibility that that people will try and reset the markets on the jewellery as well. Where is it? Shadowgast ring. There we go. Still rank 3. We got it. Good. Excellent. I would do rank 1s. All the Wowhead guides are suggesting doing rank 1 and then rank 4. Maybe craft 1 or 2 rank 3s. Yeah, I absolutely need a couple of these, like, regardless. But I'm then just I'll make 2 of these. I'll make 2 of these, so I've got a couple to have on the auction house. 1 to sell, 1 back up. Because there's no point getting to rank 3 without doing that. In terms of character upgrading, yeah, a lot of people will pick up a rank 1 and then they'll wait out. Because a rank 1's theoretically going to be very cheap, so. Right, well there's my 2 rank 3s that I need. There it is. How beautiful is she? Only 13 more to go till I hit rank 4. You know, it's so tempting just to do it, you know that. It's so tempting just to do it. Oh, I'd need more Shadowgast ingots to do it, actually. So tempting to do it. But I genuinely think that over the next few days I'll sell a good 20-30 rank 1s a day, I imagine, in the next few days. So, assuming people don't do dumb stuff and just trash the markets, which is going to be difficult. But right, well, I'm happy with that then. Let's do a reload once again and just check that I've not been affected by the bug. Because, of course, it's not until the reset in the EU that the bug is technically removed. Just sold a rank 4 plate chest for 225. Not sure why, but they all sell. This is it. Like, there's going to be a weird situation where people are going to buy these ones thinking that, oh, high item level. Yeah. Not realising that they genuinely can't use it. There we go. We kept the experience. We're all good. Weirdly, in fact, I do actually need to craft a few rank 1s because I am out of stock. There's genuinely no point going into this crazy time with no rank 1s because I'm literally out of stock. So let's make sure we've definitely got rank 1, and then let's just craft 5. What bug are we talking about? There's a weird bug that it's going to go away after the reset. Blizzard have fixed it, but it won't be fixed properly until until the main reset. There was a weird bug where the experience that you gain for crafting an item disappears when you log out, and nobody really knows what causes it. I've sold 5 rings and have already turned a profit on my investment of 42. So you've got like 38 rings for free. Congrats. Welcome to the Millionaires Club. I'll be joining you soon, hopefully. Cool. We still got the experience there. We're all good. Right, that's left me in a position where I've got 200, 400, nearly 700 Essence of Rebirths. What's 700 divided by 10? 70. So I've got enough materials on hand to craft 70 rank 1s if things really go mad. I've got a bunch of rank 2s now, obviously, and a couple of rank 3s. Now, the sooner I can get to rank 4, the better, obviously. But we'll see what happens. And where the goddamn is the mailbox in this place? There we go. I've invested 700k in this reset now. I have the same gold as Manthieus. So what's that? None? No, not the auction house. Get off the mailbox, you donkey. You dinosaur-shaped donkey. Right, it's very apparent that I need to stock up on Shadowghast ingots tonight as well. Guys, it does kind of worry me when people say they're all in on something. Please don't go like all in. Don't go broke, because if it all collapses, you know, you're going to make me look stupid. Let's get the ring rank 3, which should be this one, 225, add to group. Bingo, bango, bongo. Let's get an operation on the go for jewel crafting. JC rank 1. Now what I need to do is I need to break these up. I need to do jewel crafting, rename, JC base Lego, JC ring, rank 1. And then we have JC ring, rank 2. Then we want to duplicate that and say neck. No, not rank 11. Rank what's going on? Rank 1. Duplicate. No, not duplicate that one actually. We want to duplicate this one. These operation names are way too long, but it will keep it in a nice orderly fashion. Neck rank 1, neck rank 2, ring rank 1, ring rank 2. Let's remove everything from the groups right now, and I'll reset this back up once I've made them. Ring rank 1, ring rank 2, let's do a rank 3. It's annoying me because I know this isn't how I want to do it long term, and I know I'm only going to have to change it, but for the purpose of this chaotic madness right now. What do I want to sell the rings rank 3 for minimum? We're gonna go. Do I want to sell them that low? No, I do not want to sell them that low. We want to go like maybe 17 for rings rank 1, 30 for rank 2s, 50 for rank 3s. Although, yeah, normal price 250, undercuts all the way down to 50. We'll work with that for now. The neck will do slightly cheaper because we've bought a bunch of them for cheap. Well, let's just set this to 30 as well for now. Shadowgast ring rank 1 operation. Add operation. Shadowgast jewel crafting ring rank 1. This is such an unoptimal way of setting this up, but maybe I'll just make the operation for a rank 4 now, so I've got it. Ring rank 4, duplicate, rename. I'll get to chat in a minute. Hang on. Gotta concentrate sometimes. Gotta concentrate. On a rank 4 ring, we ain't gonna sell those for any less than 80k. Not anytime soon. Not for the price that it's cost me to get there. Normal price though. We're adding a 0 on that one. Right, I think that's the group set. Why I didn't set these groups up like a bajillion years ago, I've got no idea. There we go. There we go. So, auctioning, jewel crafting, craft, run, cancel, scan quickly. Okay, what's going on? Hot damn, hot damn, hot damn, rank 3s are selling and I'm the only one posting. Oh, Jesus. How's everything looking? Manthieus going to cover our losses easy. I'll do my best. Shuffled 50k into 110k with shrouded cloth capes for 2 days. You reckon Elithium ore and callus leather are good investments with this money? Elithium ore is likely to go up quite a bit in price. So is callus heavy hide. So can't see why not. Got 200 plus legendary Legos for not between 99 and 200 gold each. Damn. Damn. Right, hang on. Before we do this, let's take that out. Let's just see what it does. Rank 2s, rank 3s on the auction house. Nice. It's looking good. It's looking good. Let's go shopping then. Let's go shopping. Let's Let's go shopping. Let's go blacksmithing shopping. Let's have a look. Anything with super low quantities that we can make an impact in. Not so much. Maybe I should just buy one of each of these because it would save me having to craft them. Lithium at 320? No. No, don't be buying a lithium at 320. I know you've retracted that message, but I'm just too fast! Too fast! Leatherworking. Go. See, the thing is like... My, I keep knocking my desk, I'm sorry. The prices have never, like, totally lost control on my realm. Some of them have gone down pretty cheap, but none of them have totally lost control. Apart from maybe tailoring, but... I mean, I don't think I'm in a position where I'm going to start flipping them just yet. Because there is the theory that if you just buy up some and then sell them for more, you don't even need to be crafting them. But do we check tailoring just for shits and giggles? I really want to just buy some of all of these, but it doesn't really... The fact that I know these are all being sold for under the vendor price, that by itself is just like, well, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you when they're under vendor price? I would keep at least one of each rank on the auction house just in case. That's it. If you can pick up, like, if you can pick them up in the literal hundreds, even for tailoring, it's worth when they're in the literal hundreds. Simply because you will sell it back for more at some point. Because eventually somebody's operation and somebody's price for these is going to be like... It's mad. Flip the capes. I was thinking capes. Simply because it's like the ring. It works for everybody. But I equally imagine that there's rank 2s. There's genuinely only rank 1s, 2s and 3s for the capes. Surely there should be rank 4s for like literally everything. My god, this is... I'm leveling my paladin. I'm leveling my paladin now. I have to level my paladin now. Simply because, like, even tailoring has not got rank 4s for half of the gear on my realm. I need to be in this market. I need to be in every one of these markets. I may not get into the tailoring one anytime soon. But to be fair, at the moment, I'm not even in the leatherworking one because it's too goddamn expensive. Missives, though. We were going to look at missives, weren't we? Missives require... What's the materials on missives? It's 1 tranquil ink and then... Is it 10 regular inks? Is it 10 regular inks? Split across, like, 8 of one, 2 of another, that sort of thing. I think it's 8, isn't it? What's the swing on the haste and the crit ones? They're the ones I'm interested in flipping because they'll go big. No true goblin if you haven't sold your garrison Hearthstone. So we've got the crit and the haste lean very heavily towards Luminous Ink. Both of them lean very heavily towards Luminous Ink. So if we're going to mill something, what are we going to mill? We're going to mill, if we need it to lean towards Luminous. To lean towards Luminous, we need Rising Glory and Vigil's Torch. Rising Glory, Vigil's Torch, or obviously just straight up Death Blossom. Did I say Rising Glory? Wasn't Rising Glory one of the ones I said? You'll regret it later when you're short on Umbriel. Probably, but that's the exact reason I checked it. The two I'm interested in crafting are the haste one and the crit one. Yeah, if I wanted to craft them all in equal, I would need all of them in equal, which then I'd do Death Blossom. Just buy Luminous off the auction house. It's the new blue pigment. Is it really? But I'm still going to need to mill something for the Umbriel then. That doesn't fix a problem. That just causes another one. Let's check the prices all the same. The way that it stands right now is the herbs are actually going up in price on my realm. It may have something to do with the fact that I bought a bunch of them earlier. How have I purchased exactly 1,001 of both of these herbs? That's very odd. What's the actual price on the inks then? Let's do herbs and inks. Inks and pigments. Luminous ink, 44 gold a piece. Umbriel pigment, tranquil pigment, Umbriel inks, tranquil inks. No, I just need to mill Death Blossom, don't I? I just need to mill some Death Blossom. Let's buy a bunch of Death Blossom before it gets too crazy expensive. Big numbers of it as well. Where are we going to go to? That's too much. I don't have that money to throw at it. Let's do 1,000 again. That's 30k. I'll spend 30k on it. I'll put that towards 30k towards missives. Should get me a 15, 20 of each just to tread water tomorrow with. We're going to need some Nightshade as well. I'm not too worried about working out exact prices and margins right now. If everything doubles in price tomorrow, I'm good regardless. It's not like I won't use it. Oh, the fact this UI bugs out every time you try to buy something is really annoying. There we go, that should be enough. Did you get any info about NA servers? The only NA information I've seen so far is that it's popping off and going a little bit crazy. So act on that how you wish. On a high pop realm you can't buy materials with TSM, period. Yeah, I imagine. There's just too many transactions going on. My realm, Luminous is 10 gold, Umbral is 150 plus. Jesus. Alright, fair enough. Throw the auction house price for both herbs and inks into your own milling spreadsheet and add it up. Yeah, I should genuinely just use my own tools that I've made for everybody and then don't end up using myself. But in most cases I have like an inherent like values in my head that I work by, and it seems to work out alright. I only worry too much about the cost of things when it gets to like margin crunch time. Make more rings, selling too fast. The default UI with favorites is pretty good for once though. Yeah, that's quite a cool thing. Yeah, I must admit that can be quite helpful. Would you buy rank 2 rings for 10k each with a craft when they've got a crafting cost of 26.5k? Your crafting cost on them is way off. Your crafting cost, I imagine, is going by the auction house minimum defaults. They don't cost 26.5k to make. What they do cost though is probably closer. I would say the actual cost price is somewhere closer to Una Memento. They realistically probably only cost in the range of 15k to make, so they're still under the, still pretty cheap. I mean, there's 2,000 gold worth of arboreal shards in there, so it's official. All 26 of my rings sold already. I wish I didn't invest so much into the necklace at the start. Well, the necklace uses different materials. It doesn't make much difference. Like the only material that they share is the Shadowgast ingots, which are easy to get more of. It's the essences that's the big thing. Now I'm not posting because people are starting to undercut the ring prices by 2k. People are bonkers. The next will sell eventually. Yeah, absolutely. They just won't be as explosively. It's been worked out by a lot of people that the ring is a very safe option for the legendary. Checking the NA realms on the Undermine journal, I don't see any changes in prices. And don't forget that the Undermine journal only updates from the Blizzard API like once every hour. It's probably a bit out of date. Buying rank 1 tailoring pieces for between 3 to 500 gold each. Now they're all going for 1.5 to 3.7k. Good effort on that one. Missives are selling faster than I can craft them and prices are rising. I think I know what I'm doing tonight then. Sold out tailoring Legos, Monkeras. Well, it's quite safe to say that the demand wasn't there for a while, and now it is. Welcome to Dark Moon Cards 2.0. So, all of you guys that thought you just got away from milling and crafting inks all day, say hello to your scribe again. Scribes Anonymous incoming, exactly. You know things are bad when goblins are hiding their longboys? Yeah, people are choosing not to use the longboy just so everybody else doesn't have access to the auction house. Yeah, that's probably true. Because them goblins be sneaky. So I don't have enough to power to rank 4, but I could make one rank 3 to put up, risk it for a biscuit on the experience. Yeah, having one on the auction, just craft the one, risking that for a biscuit is absolutely fine on the single one. That's what I've done with rank 3s. I crafted 2 rank 3s. I'll probably end up getting to rank 4 just simply by crafting rank 1s in the next few days by the looks of things. Run laps through Oribos whilst posting, then only you can use the auction house. Yeah. Always moving. Cards? No, not cards. Not cards, missives. Can you buy Boreal Shards in Stormwind? Not to my knowledge, no. They're only available in Shadowlands. On Shadowlands vendors. I think Blizzard looked ahead of the game on that one. I think they saw the opportunity that people would take on that one, so they're not too fussed about a vendor item that's only 5 gold. They're considerably more fussed about a vendor item that's 125 gold though. Well, I've had 2 Shadowghast rings up on the 2 rank 3 Shadowghast rings up on the auction house for 20 minutes or so now. Nobody's undercut me on them. That means my fellow competitors do not likely have the craft yet, which is very nice to see. Essences, run shopping scan. Rebirth is going up in price. That's not a surprise either. Oh, to have like a couple of million gold. I'll just buy the lot out. Umbra links, go. Aren't level 2, 3s and 4s useless now? You can't even use them. You know that. A lot of people don't. Can you explain how the missives work in relation to the legendaries? I know you need 2 of them, but how do they interrelate? Well, quite simply, when you take the bait, you complete the quest that's 1250 gold at the Rune Carver. Not the 1250 gold. The quest where the Rune Carver asks for 1250 soul ash. When you complete that, the reward for that quest is 1250 soul ash. So you keep your soul ash. Then what happens is that you'll be able to craft a legendary. A rank 1 legendary costs exactly 1250 soul ash. You need to take a base legendary item, the 1250 soul ash, 2 missives that must be different. You cannot stack missives, so you can't buy 2 critical strike missives, you can't buy 2 haste missives, they have to be different, but obviously you've got 4 to choose from. And of course you then need the legendary power itself for that legendary, which is going to come from various different places. You can check your adventure guide for where the power for you comes from. You don't actually, I think if you check the adventure guide, you don't even see the powers until you hit level 60, so. The entire enchanted heavy callous hide market is gone, minimum 8k. Oh boy. Oh boy. I didn't even think about that one. What's going on over here? Let's firstly check the let's do leather and the reagents. So heavy callus hides are selling for 1,000 gold a piece, and enchanted heavy callus hides are selling for 2,500 gold a piece. So there's still a 500 gold profit being charged by people on those. There's some of them. There's a lot of these. There's a lot of these for my server at least. There's a lot of these. I was here when you started telling us about how to make individual TSM posting for each legendary ranks, but I had to do some IRL things. Can you say it again quickly, please? Yeah, just press the J key a whole bunch of times and you'll scroll back to it. I can't remember exactly what it was I said. In simple terms, you only want one thing in the group, and you want to make sure that you put the exact item that you have crafted into the group. You should not search for the item. That's what I'm saying for. If you're in TSM, you shouldn't search. Craft the item first and then put that item in the group. That's the safest way to do it. But obviously, yeah, one of the blessings of YouTube is that you can go back in time to any point in the video you want. So, I believe you should be able to, I think. God bless YouTube and its instant transcoding. The price for heavy callus is going down and down since yesterday. Dropped from 1k to 618 at the moment. You are on one of the cheapest realms for heavy callus hide possibly that I've ever seen. I can't imagine that's the case. If the streamer doesn't put a shoe on his head, I know it's not live. Well, I'm not jumping through hoops like a monkey just for you. $200 hides for between 740 and 780 gold. Even on Silvermoon, heavy callus hide is over 1,000 gold. Boom! Exactly what a pre-recorded stream would say. Alright, calm down. I know when I'm being trolled. Right, I don't have the liquid to be buying out crazy amounts of materials. Not until I start getting some sales on my jewel crafting stuff really rocking and rolling. But of course, EU is entirely asleep on all of this so far. I've only got 52 tranquil pigments out of all of that. Only 52 tranquil pigments. Are you mad? Bought tailoring capes for 500 gold 2 days ago. Now I'm selling them for 9k. I tell you what, some people tomorrow, when they start seeing how much these legendaries are selling for, are going to regret so badly selling them for the prices that they did in the last week. Like, desperation selling them just to sell them. Now they're going for, like, actual gold. Now, the question is, with only 52 tranquil links, 52 tranquil links is not going to last me 10 minutes, is it? It's genuinely not going to last me 10 minutes. 500 gold for the Tranquil ink. Luminous ink is 44 gold. Umbreal ink is 180 apiece. What does that make the crafting cost of these? $2,500 gold. 2,500 gold. 2,500 gold. This is based on crooked prices. I know this is crooked prices, but I'm just thinking what I'm going to sell these missives for tomorrow. What are people actually selling the missives for in the UK? Missives are going for 1k on my realm. How much do you think they'll go up to? My NA friends, help me out here. What are missives actually? What are missives doing? Missives are just a little cheaper than the cards. 2 to 3k missives. Mine are 5 to 10k depending on the supply. Missives are selling faster than I can make them at 3.2k, 3k each, 2.2 to 5. Right, so we're banging out missives for minimum 5k tomorrow. That's what we're saying. Okay, fine. That's what we're doing. So, let's check the stock. Let's check the stock. Let's check missives. At these prices, it's virtually worth me just buying them. I mean, obviously not the versatility ones, mine, but there's lots of these. But these will sell through real quick then, won't they? These will sell through real quick. They'll sell really quick unless somebody like me swoops in and buys a whole bunch of them. Maybe I just buy a whole bunch of these rather than wasting my time milling and trying to nickel and dime. I'll buy these guys so they think they're happy because they've made a good sale. Then they'll go and craft their own tomorrow when the herb prices are double. Or I'll regret every minute of that decision. Either or. Decision. I've got a few hours to decide. Nothing crazy is happening on my realm right yet. Question is, will you regret it more than you regret the fish? Probably not. Well, that's true. Can you stack stats with the same missives on one item? No, you have to use you have to use different ones. That's a key thing to note when you're buying the missives for your legendary. You cannot use, for example, 2 haste ones. You can't stack them. Don't sleep on the demand for versatility. No, I'm not going to. I'm just trying to work out. I mean, what I should probably do, the simple thing for me to do, is to just put together a whole bunch of inks today. Put together a whole bunch of inks, and then I can literally craft, sell. If I set up a TSM group to just craft 20 of each. Let's do crafting up. I've got a craft 20 group. Let's just do a craft 20 on these. That way I'll only ever restock the ones that I've sold. But if I get the inks together today, that's the safer way. There's literally I don't need to craft the actual missives now. I just need to get the inks together. So we'll do crafting. Minimum 1, maximum 20, no minimum profit. Because actually, crafting them into missives right now is probably not the sensible thing to do. Actually stacking the inks is probably the sensible thing to do now. Because once I've got the inks, I can use the inks for missives. I can then choose which missives I want to craft based on the demand. I can be super flexible. Worst case scenario, I can even turn them into Darkmoon cards. How about that? Maybe I shouldn't have spent 200,000 gold on Darkmoon cards earlier today, just to have them sat in my bank doing nothing. This is why I never became an accountant, because technically I'm terrible with money. I'm 10 times better at spending the money. Luckily, at least when it comes to gold, I'm pretty good at making it. He says with 32,471 gold in his bags, which you could literally get in less than an hour doing some farming. Alright, I'm pretty confident I know what I need to do now. Let's get some inks together. We'll craft these tomorrow. Buying these out and then reselling them, sure, fine, great, excellent. But actually just getting some inks together is probably more sensible. But what I really want, what I really want, is my Shadowgast rings at rank 3 to sell. That's what I would really want. Or maybe this 16k that we've got in the bags here. We'll spend that 16k on inks. I need to vow to never ever go below 100k again. I've got so much gold like in inventory now. I just need to focus on selling stuff for a few days. Want to start a second profession? What do you suggest? Oh, you want to start in a second realm? What do you suggest? I don't know what I'm suggesting on, really. Missives are going for 10k on your server right now? That's a madness. Going to be fun seeing two of the same missives sell at once and then another one 5 minutes later. Yeah. That'll exactly happen. People will be like, what do I need? Oh, Icy Veins says that I need haste. Right, cool. I'll buy 2 haste missives then. And then they'll although, like I said, this was on the beta. I've seen no reports of this since, which is making me believe that, like, did I dream it or did I actually see this? But we'll find out later today, obviously, that when you hand in the quest for 1250 soul ash, the next quest the rune carver gives you is basically like a shopping list quest. It says you need to go get one of these, one of these, one of these, and one of these. Those things on that list are a base legendary item. It even suggested to you that you check the auction house for them. It says you can get you need to get 2 missives, which can be got from scribes. It also then says I can't remember. It's basically a shopping list, and so people are going to get a quest in their log that says 100% correct. There is. You get a quest saying buy a base legendary item and 2 missives. It's going to be Christmas tomorrow then. Can somebody like screenshot that and like DM it to me? Because I would be. I've not seen anything talking about that. I mean, it's almost Christmas tomorrow. I mean, I did put my Christmas hoodie on especially, you know. Missives on my realm are between 9.5k and 17.5k. The items can be obtained through crafting or can be found in the auction house. Is the last line. Really? Dude, never ask for a DM on the internet. That's like the second rule. That's fine. If they send me a dick pic, the first thing I'm going to do is block them, so it's not going to be in their favour long term, is it? Already crafted my Lego, or I'd screen cap it. how do I send it? Can you just DM it to me on Twitter? You know. Or just post it on Twitter and at me on it or something, whatever. Slide into Manthieus' DMs. Look, if you abuse my DMs, then I'll just close them. But for now, they're open. So if you're... Oh, nice one. Nice one. So... Awesome sauce. Appreciate it, Steve. Thank you very much. So, for the purpose of all the boys and the girls, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. The quest, the final pieces. We won't rank your UI or anything. It's fine. It's absolutely beautiful. Acquire a rune carver memory, an armor rune vessel suitable to your class, and 2 different missives. These items can be obtained through crafting or can be found on the auction house. That is that is music to our ears. 1 runed vessel acquired. 2 different... Oh, it does even say 2 different missives obtained. And 1 rune carver memory restored. So it is literally telling you... It's telling you to go to the auction house and buy these items. The interesting thing is it calls it a rune vessel. It doesn't call it a base legendary item. An armor rune vessel suitable to your class. They could have just called it a base legendary item, considering that's what everybody's been calling them for a million years. And if you search for rune vessel on the auction house, it's not going to bring up anything, is it? But something that's a bit disappointing, it says armor and not armor or jewelry. I know that's stupid, but it might impact sales. Well, I'm glad I wasn't going mad. I'm glad I didn't dream this. I was pretty sure that there was a shopping list coming up that was specifically telling you to go to the auction house. So that genuinely means tomorrow is going to be, or at least today in NA land, is going to be absolutely bonkers crazy for sales. Missives and base legendary items are going to pop off. I hope my missives sell well. I just spent 100k on them. It's almost a guaranteed at this point. You come in here expecting lots of likes with so many viewers. Boys, I've got to say I was a little disappointed. And good evening. Welcome to you. Welcome, welcome. The likes will sort themselves out tonight. We're having fun. It's fine. But that's cool. That's cool. That's very good to see. Time to post a tweet, boys and girls. Time to post a tweet. Time to post a tweet. Right, can I show this on stream without getting cancelled? Probably. So, we're posting a tweet, boys and girls, and I need your support on this. Here is your shopping list. This is like Santa's wish list for goblins. Oh, there's only one A in auction. This is like Santa's wish list for goblins. Or can be found on the auction house. Get crafting. Get crafting. Get posting. Get selling. Today is going to be fun. Hashtag Shadowlands, because you know why not. There we go. There we go. This is like Santa's wish list for goblins. Or can be found on the auction house. Get crafting, get posting, get selling. Today is going to be fun. Nice one. Sweet. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Do me a favour, boys and girls. Like and retweet. Shout out Steve, of course, for getting us that screen grab. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. Time to buy all the missives again. Looks like it. Looks like it. Cool. Nice one. Nice one. You boys have already gone ham with the retweets and likes on the tweet. I appreciate it very much so. Thank you. Selling a ton of missives in twos as well as versatilities as well. Wow, wow, wow. Missives up to 5k. Will base legendaries that are priced below a boreal shard value go up in price, or will there be more T1 bases than demand on the server since you need them to level up your crafting? Well, the way that it stands right now is, as we've just discussed, there's a large quantity of people that are going to get a quest that is going to tell them to go to the auction house and to buy a base legendary item and to buy 2 different missives. So it's relatively safe to say that the rank 1 legendaries are going to sell like absolute hotcakes. Is 1,000 price a good price to buy missives? Just read the last 20 lines of the chat. People are selling missives for 5, 10k a piece at the moment. What is Thusday? I said today. I said today. T-minus 3 hours until Lego skyrockets. Yes, it's going to be fun. Right. With that in mind, we really haven't got a lot of inks and stuff. I don't have a lot of liquid gold kicking about. I've invested way too heavily in other areas. What I am going to do though is do my absolute best to get my paladin to level 60. I've got a few hours. What time is it? In fact, I've got 2 hours realistically. When is the EU reset? 3 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, ridiculous price. Yeah, there's a slight problem though that in between now and then, I do need to sleep. So, EU reset is 4 AM. Yeah. I will, before I go to bed today, I will post everything at a price that I want to sell it for. And let's see what happens when we wake up tomorrow morning and check the mailbox. Oh, hang on. I need to fly somewhere. Goal makers don't... A good... Not... A good goal maker never sleeps. Yes, you're right there. You are full of the wise words. Why do I not have the... Is somebody seriously trying to... And I can't... What? Really? It's 8 AM for the quest resets. Well, either way, on the basis that I tend not to go to bed much before 1, 2 o'clock most days, it's very, very unlikely that I'm going to be up for either of those times. Right, let's get some questing done though. Let's bash this out. Let's get this goddamn paladin leveled up. Because we're going to spend most of the day tomorrow, it seems, in the auction house. So it's my last opportunity to get my paladin leveled to 60. And then we can just, you know, faff around, do the odd Torghast here and there. But we can at least start crafting some base Legos with blacksmithing. It pays to have a kid then? Surely it never pays to have a kid. I mean, kids are expensive, right? And I don't have any myself, but I'm very aware of their cost. I'll be back from bringing him to daycare around 8:30. Well, that's almost perfect then. Get him to daycare, get home, and then let the real work begin. It's a long-term investment. A long-term investment that hopefully will put you in a nice home eventually. Just sell them on the auction house. I hope we're not talking about the kids still. You can buy mine for 500 gold. Need the... Look, I'm going to get done for like child trafficking or something if you guys carry on. Relax. Doggos are cheaper. Yes, I agree. Not only doggos are cheaper, in my opinion, doggos are better. Let's let that dude get out the way, maybe. Put the kid on farm. Oi, kid, click this herb. Kid, don't you dare let me log out. Q's and that. Did anybody see? I'm sure you guys probably did. But did any of you guys see when we got the release date for Shadowlands? Preach's tweet was one of the best tweets I've ever seen in my life. Where he gets his two boys together, and he's like, "Kids, Dad's got to go away for Christmas." Why, Daddy? Why has Daddy got to go away for Christmas? Loot. It's genuinely one of the best tweets I've ever seen. Rig a dog up to a treadmill to run in, wow. What is going on? I turn away from the chat for 2 seconds and you guys are talking about putting dogs on treadmills. What's the add-on that shows you the rares and the chests on the map? There's a few of them that do it, but the one that I'm using, right, it's all part of the Zygor add-on, the one I'm using. There's a few add-ons that do it though, things like Tomcat Tools, Rare Scanner, there's a bunch of them. Locate the Kyrian equipment. Okay, let's go this way then. $243 on a lithium. Good, or should you wait? 233 is not really flippable number, I'd say. 233 is kind of yeah. 233 is not really a good flipping price, I don't think. Unless you're absolutely guaranteed that it's going to go, unless you're dead certain it's going to go up. But just bought some cheap misses and some cheap hide. All I need is a friendly enchanter looking for karma, and I'm set up for making money tomorrow. Hey, who knows? You might even be able to get a whole bunch of cheap crystals tomorrow. What am I doing with this thing? Click on the spare lost Kyrian. Who are they then when they're at home? Oh, this dude. No, that's another weapon. How many of these weapons do I need? That quest is buggy. Yeah, this one's really annoying because this cart gets like blocked and does stupid stuff. How much did I pay for the Spectral Tiger? Got mine in Kata for 400k. Damn, wish I bought more. I got mine. When did I get my Spectral Tiger? I think I got my Spectral Tiger. I think I got mine in Wrath. It was either. Yeah, I think I got mine in Wrath. I think I paid about 230k for mine back in the day. Which back then was nearly gold cap. It was a lot of gold back then. I mean, it's pocket change nowadays, but I've had my Spectral Tiger a long time. Essence of Valor just went from 60 gold to 400. Valor's the one that's used for the neck. It's the ones that use the Essence of Torment and the Essence of Rebirth, which are the ones that look like they're really gonna skyrocket. Will the missives go up in price? I mean, it's proof in point. They're already doing it in the NA realms. Honestly, why buy Valor? I mean, if it was 60 gold, I'd have bought them anyway, regardless. Because you literally can't get them for that price. I mean, you physically can't get them for that price. Oh, I'm meant to be clicking these stupid things here as well, aren't I? I always forget. There's one over on the floor there. I paid gold cap in Wrath for BlizzCon 2009's bear. I never got that one. I didn't. I was slowly but surely collecting some of the trading card game mounts for a few years, but then they just started getting ludicrously too expensive. So soon as the cards actually went out of production, they just skyrocketed so heavily, and I was like, it's really not worth it for a single mount anymore. But I'm glad I'd already got my Spectral Tiger, because you know, that's genuinely at this point, I think the Spectral Tiger is one of the rarest mounts in the game. And I still, to this day, think it's very iconic and is easily my favourite mount. Simply because, like, yeah, sure, you can have a long boy, but have you got a Spectral Tiger, though? If you're gonna aim for bragging rights on anything, you might as well go to the top of the tree. Any special way of getting eternal crystals for enchanting? Not really right now, no. I got a rarer mount than the Spectral Tiger. Which one are we talking? Are we going to be saying like some sort of oh, the Crusaders White Warhorse? All right, fine. All right, you win. Oh, what? How was I? Okay. Oh, that was 15. Now what do I need? I need one more of these bird things to throw on my thing. Oh, come on! I can't see any. If I mount up, this thing's gonna bug out. The White Raptor's rarer. You know what does annoy me though? What still to this day annoys me is I had many opportunities to buy the Swift Spectral Tiger and I didn't. I was like, I'd prefer the Spectral Tiger with less armor on it. I didn't really like the Swift one at the time, but now I would have kind of liked the Swift one as well. But I think that is genuinely just being greedy. Here's the last one. That'll do. Yoink. Prefer the one without the armor? Yeah, I always preferred the one without the armor. I mean, it's more spectrally, if that's even a word, which it definitely isn't. Really new to the whole crafting stuff. What will probably sell best? Crit, haste, verse, or mastery. The way that it's looking, a bit of everything. I don't think you really need to focus on one. Just like crafting any of them, you're going to sell. Like, comfortably half the population of the game are going to be looking to buy 2 missives tomorrow. So, you know, just craft some. You'll be fine. If you really wish to min-max though, probably haste and something. I wish there was a Spectral Proto-Drake, and that would be crazy. Is the tower the only way to get Soul Ash? There's a couple of quests that are linked to Torghast that will give you. It's already been confirmed that you can get 100 additional Soul Ash from a quest. Yeah, you can get 100 additional Soul Ash from a quest this coming reset. Plus, there's the mission table, which has the ability to give you a reward of 100 and something Soul Ash, I think, as well. But realistically, it's still looking like we are not going to be able to craft rank 2s next week. So we've still got another week of craziness. Because a lot of people, it's true to say that a lot of people that upgrade or get their legendary next or tomorrow or next week at some point will then the week after look at upgrading it to a rank 2. Now the difficulty is going to be is that rank 2s may actually be, if people sell rank 1s literally all week, they'll have naturally unlocked rank 2 and 3 kind of without even trying. If they can keep up with demand, that is. Which is not guaranteed right now. Yes, we got news from our NA brethren. The TLDR is quite simple. Missives are hot. Base legendaries are hot. Not selling them is not. How do we turn into... Oh, the dude's not here yet. Sure. Sure, fine, whatever. Absolutely golden. Jesus, there's nearly 300 of you in here again. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to streaming to 300 people. I was well impressed the other day. I jumped onto Samadan's stream in the 5 minutes of the day that I wasn't streaming myself. And Samadan had 1,000 viewers. I was like well proud for him. That's crazy numbers. Gold makers don't get that kind of viewership. That's unbelievable. Oh, is somebody killing this dude? They are. Excellent. Let's combo. 3, 2, 1, go. Gold is the new raid meta. He'd get 5,000 with a dog cam. Samadan doesn't need a dog cam. He's got kitten cam. He's got brand new kittens, hasn't he? So, I mean, there's only one thing that, like, even as a dog lover, there's only one thing that beats kitten cam, and that's puppy cam. And I'm not buying another dog just for the stream. Got enough with 2. Sold my first rank 4 tailoring Lego. You know, I'm really glad that people are selling the tailoring stuff at a high price. I'm really glad people are selling the tailoring stuff at a high price, because the dumpster fire that's happened the last couple of days with the rank 1 prices, it's really nice to see that people are actually making some gold off it. Puppy cam bis. Yeah. I have rank 4 capes at 900k, maybe pricing myself out of sales. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If somebody wants it, they'll buy it. All the base legendary items are acquired in the same way. You need to be level 60, you need to have maxed your profession, and you need to have completed the Rune Carver's quest. If you can't speak to the Rune Carver, you need to complete the rest of the campaign first. All Legos on my server are a minimum of minus 900 gold profit. For now. The EU hasn't had its reset yet. Just hang fire. It will happen tomorrow. We're a day behind in the NA, don't forget. We're just scouting. We're letting our NA friends do some live beta testing for us of what's going to happen. And they're being kind enough to report their results, so. Oh my god, we've almost hit 8k subs on the YouTube channel as well. We literally hit 7k subs like 3 days ago. Is this a thing? I'm going to start streaming 12 hours a day more often if this is a thing. Damn. Oh, we're even closer to hitting it if you guys keep subbing. Hot damn. Weird, my TSM reduces my FPS for 5 to 10 points and make it unplayable. It does that occasionally. Usually when it's updating its cache, it'll just tank your frame rate for a few minutes. Yeah, it'll fix itself, don't worry. Huh. Stop being full screen. Maybe I'm gonna leave this just like right here. Maybe I'm gonna leave this right here. No, I'm not. I'll tell you why I'm not gonna leave that right there. The main reason is because it's wrong. Just got my first hate mail. Am I a goblin now? Yes, officially. Welcome to the club. That's like goblin initiation. Literally the first time you get a hate mail, you're like, ah, now you know you're doing something right. That one. I don't appreciate you going in and undercutting my ring 2 times now. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. But what I do have is a very particular set of skills. That's funny. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. Well, I want the gold that you're also trying to get. I'm after the same sale that you're after. So you know exactly what you're after. What are rank 1s selling at, just out of interest? Didn't I make a bunch of these a minute ago? I did. I've got a bunch of rank 1s. The only reason I'm not selling them is because they're way under my minimum price right now. I ain't buying these out. There's literally only 20 of them here. This 20 will disappear pretty quickly. Oh, it was a quick jewel cluster. I was hoping that was going to be a 300k Shadowgas ring sale. Not today. We're really not doing very well on this hitting level 60 business though. We're not even 57 yet. What to do about Grim Veiled Robe rank 1 for under 200 gold? Buy them. Quite literally. Buy them. This expansion has made it clear to me my self-esteem is directly tied to auction house sales. It's a good thing mine isn't. It's a good thing mine isn't, because right now that would give me pretty low self-esteem. I'm slowly catching you up. Well, if everything goes to plan, we'll do a couple of million in gold worth of sales tomorrow. What did we sell? Lace stripe band. Grr. Right, we're halving. I'm going to the bathroom. Back in 2. Smash that like button, boys and girls. Come on, there's at least 260 of you here. We can get that likes to 100, surely. Back in 2 minutes. This is great, forcing me to tune my TSM operations, which has me slowly learning TSM. Definitely a bonus. How much are you expecting your rank 1s to start selling at, do you think? I was thinking with the rings somewhere between 10 to 15k. Yeah, that's roughly the price point I've gone with. As a minimum. If people want to sell rank 1 rings, if they want to sell them for 13k and sell them at a loss and sell them at a point where they aren't able to recraft them again, fine. This is why jewel crafting is in a very different spot to the other professions. There's because there's a weird middle ground with jewel crafting. It's the closest that we have to something like, at least with legendaries anyway, it's the closest thing we have to something like Obliterum. Not Obliterum, goddamn, what expansion am I talking about? Expulsum. In terms of that, you have to take a material and turn it into another material, and the results that you get from doing that are not predetermined and not super easy for everybody to work out. Which has been the thing with jewel crafting all week, in terms of the fact that people didn't really understand the true essence of the true didn't really understand the true value of the essences, and so they've been selling them off cheap all week just to try and sell them. Now what's going to happen now is that people are going to very quickly realise what the actual value of those essences was. T1 rings here are going for 12.5k on an NA high pop. On a high pop server, 12.5k for a ring. You know what that means on a mid-range server? 25k is an easy score. Can you show me how to calculate crafting costs on TSM by using min buyout? You just literally use like 100% min buyout. There you go. That will be I'm not necessarily exactly sure what you mean though. You seem to have understood half of it. I don't know what bit you don't understand, and if I'm honest, it's I'm not really into getting into a deep TSM operation setting thing at the moment. Oh, I need to go to the moor. It's this part of the quest line, I remember now. Essences are at 50 gold to 900. Are they worth investing in? The 50 gold ones, hell yeah. So, as far as if you happen to be a jewel crafter, which I imagine a lot of you are because I've been harping on about jewel crafting all week because it's my main profession, but if any of you are jewel crafters, realistically, an essence true value is somewhere in the range on most servers of between 400 and 750 gold. Now, the best I can do is give you a price range of what they really are somewhat valued at, because it depends how you get them. Didn't I just do this? I got straight up deja vu. What's going on? Did I just run and click the portal like an idiot? I did just run and click the portal like an idiot, didn't I? This is why I can't multitask. Oh, this is now going to be the downside of being a goddamn Tauren paladin. Slow as all hell. Hey? Oh, I didn't mean to right click that. Put it back. Mr. Sparrow. Using all caps will get you banned. It won't get your question answered quicker. Easy answer is they're all going to sell pretty goddamn well tomorrow. Where is... How is it telling me to kill things in this area? It's basically nothing in that area. What do you think we should be paying for the Leystrite ore? Well, as little as you can. Once again, every server is going to be slightly different, but this is where you need to understand your prospecting rates, because things are going to change now. Things are going to switch from let's do some prospecting and get some gems and craft some jewelry and do some fun fluffy stuff. It's going to change to what is the optimal way that I can get the essences that I need to craft these legendaries, and how can I do it fast. There's somewhat of a price floor on Leystrite, but I don't feel that we're going. I really don't feel any server's going to get to the price floor for the next few days, because it's going to get hoovered up. Jewel crafters are going to hoover up any cheap Leystrite without even thinking about it. How much more do I need to fill this bar? 92%. So close. So close. There we go. There's one more dude. That should do it, surely. Versatility selling for you, flying off the shelves at 5k. It's one of those, isn't it? Since you've got 4 to choose from, and it's a big advantage of the fact that you don't have to work out what is the best, because you can't stack 2. So even people aren't only going to be buying the best. People will be buying the 2 out of the 4 that are worthwhile to me. So every single person that buys missives, you're literally flipping a coin. It's 50-50 whether, like, which ones they're going to pick. So, are you EU? Yeah, cool. Yeah. We fortunately have a good few people from the NA in the stream, and of course the NA's had their reset now, so they're being kind enough to sort of give us a heads up to what's going on. ASMR stream? No. Sugar loading on candy stream. Because streaming 8 to 12 hours a day for a week straight, my body doesn't necessarily know what's going on. I heard a crunchy sound and hoped it was not the return of the killer Doritos. Can you imagine if I were to get a sponsorship with Doritos or something like that now? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Zone ore is running out. Lightless silts reset to 300. Elithium reset to 500. This is crazy. This just shows you that As was explained, like, I'm not sure if I went through this in much detail before the game went live. I'm quite sure I probably said something about it. That you go through this lull at the beginning of an expansion, of the fact that materials start out ludicrously expensive, then they drop in price, then they drop in price, then they drop in price, and they drop in price some more, and then they drop in price a little bit further, and then after a few days, or when something dramatic happens, everything shoots back up. In past expansions, it's usually been the raid that has caused that to happen. But now that we get the ability to craft the legendaries 1 week after the launch, we're kind of getting these mini spikes in demand all of a sudden. So first and foremost, we had Dark Moon cards. Dark Moon cards went a bit cray-cray. We're now 1 week later going to see rank 1 legendaries pay off for people that were wisely invested to begin with. It's fun times. Fun times. Good to see. Very much hoping that we have a similar success in the EU tomorrow. I'm sniping the snipers like mad. Everybody's trying to tank the price of Leystrite. How does that work then? I may have gone a bit too hard. My TSM auctioning value is lower than it was in August. Oops. Who's trying to leave this warlock alone? Ah, oh, let it be known I had nothing to do with this, Mr. Warlock. Cats are way better and cheaper. Change my mind. Nah. Some people can't be helped. Use the orb of teleportation. Zoom zoom. If EU flops, back to boosting for another expansion. Hey, whatever works. Whatever works. Total, I bought around like 100 to 150,000 worth of Legos. So far I've sold 210,000 of them and 30 Legos still to sell. It's all profit from here on out. Nice one, dude. Nice one. Nice. Glad to see your investments are paying off. Very glad to see. Cat litter. Enough said. Wait for the beast to pass. What are your thoughts on Dark Moon decks going for 15k but cost 30k to craft? My thoughts are you're not buying your herbs cheap enough. My additional thoughts of that is even though that may possibly be the case, it's the backlash of people crafting very hardcore for a few days. And now they're at the point where they're literally just trying to recuperate as much of their gold as possible. You'll have a lot of people trying to cash out of Dark Moon cards now. And just dumping stock. Why do I not remember doing this quest in the past? My TSM just slowed to a crawl. Is this the throttling thing I've heard about? Yeah, if you post craft and yeah, if you post and cancel auctions too quickly, you'll get throttled. It'll then just literally go one at a time, really slowly. Cheapest herbal in the auction house is 35 gold. Yeah, it sounds like people are dumping stock. In theory, there's not really much of a way to counteract that, apart from maybe try and sell your trinkets through trade. Or alternatively, if you're feeling really power hungry, you could try buying up some of the cheap stock and crafting decks, the cheap cards, sorry, and selling at a higher price later. But it's real risky either way. Competition with Dark Moon cards was always going to be an issue. Bought out the most expensive decks, reset the market to 179k. Some idiot comes along 5 minutes later and posts for 45k. Some people, yeah. Some people obviously just hate profit. also people though that just enjoy fucking with goblins. Is the God's honest truth. Some people that will do that deliberately just because they know it annoys goblins. Even though goblins are doing their absolute best to make sure that everybody makes more gold by doing market resets in the first place. Some people are just dicks. Are we not at 57 yet? My progress is terribly slow. I mean, having a paladin that just clumbers along doesn't help, but this part of the campaign's always really slow though, because you're just constantly running. Like, as soon as you get back out of the moor, then it sort of starts to speed up again. The only people I enjoy winding up are the single item betas. Yeah, buying their wands, you mean. Buying their wands out. What's our auction house saying? I've still only been undercut on my rank 2s, which tells me that my other competition for Dawn crafting haven't even got to rank 3 yet, and if they have, they've not crafted any. Which is making me A, very happy, and B, all the more confident that I have got way more materials than everybody else in my realm. Do I bother with crafting professions? I started Shadowlands yesterday. Any tips on making money with how late I am? You're only slightly late to the party in a couple of professions, to be honest. I mean, technically, the legendary craze has not even begun yet in the EU. The only one I'd say that you've really missed the party to is Darkmoon cards, but even those are going to see a weird thing happen in the next couple of days. There's a lot of people that may not buy their Darkmoon card until they try and get to the raid, and if prices fluctuate heavily next week because of things like alchemy trying to get on board with crafting their potions and flasks ready for the raid, prices on other things generally going up may pull the price of herbs up as well. We may even see a rise in the price of the Darkmoon cards as people finish dumping their cheap stock, and a new wave of people come into it. I mean, even today, for example, Breg put out a video on how to make gold with Darkmoon cards. The fact that that video for Breg will probably get 15-20,000 views in the next 24 hours tends to leave me to believe that there's going to be a lot of new Darkmoon card crafters to the game tomorrow. So there's lots of opportunities afield still. Some genius just paid me 25k to craft rank 4 pants with his materials. He then waits 20 minutes and undercuts me on the auction house by 60k. Pawned mine, relisted at his price, and mine sold in 2 minutes. His is still there. Somebody got you to craft the item so that they could then go and undercut you in the auction house. You know what? That is entirely because he then realised that he can't use them. He bought the rank 4 pants and then realised that he can't use them. Oh dear. It's funny. People are preventing me from resetting cloth Lego prices by posting at half the cost of arboreal shards. I mean, it's another example that, like, if you have the liquid gold, just keep buying them. Just keep buying them, because they will not continue to craft them for under crafting cost for very long. I'm new here, can you explain what you're doing? I'm leveling up my paladin. But I really need to stop getting so sarcastic with my answers. I can't help it. I'm tired. It's late. No, well, we've been discussing like base legendaries today, pretty heavily. Base legendaries have started to pop off in the NA realms because, of course, they've had their reset now. In the EU realms, it's all to come tomorrow. One of the full population EU servers, lightless silk cloth equals 0? For real? Damn. I mean, I've heard of market resets before, but that's brutal. I think I can guess who did that. Wasn't me, by the way. Where's Magicus nowadays? Already up to 500,000 in sales from just missives in 3 hours. Damn. Damn, son. What would you do if you had a ton of liquid gold? I've not done any gold making stuff. I mean, I'd just buy things pretty simply. Drastically misunderestimated the demand for missives. Cool, 57. Getting there. Open the door to the seat of the Primus. Use the unlock door ability. Oh, I need to stand on this thing, don't I? Stand on the mark. There we go. I put the missives in the auction house for 3,000 gold. Need to sleep now. Let's hope I sell some. Are you more of a gold maker or a raider? Very much more of a gold maker than a raider. That's not to say that I won't raid, but I will. I primarily focus on gold making. I've one question of linguistic matter. When you say you're having to do something, does it mean to have to do something? I'm having... yeah. I think. I don't know. I don't know my own language. I ain't got no clue. I have to do something. Does it mean that to have I don't know. No idea. Probably. Oh, hang on. No, these dudes come in and give me a quest. An auction house raider. Yeah, that should be my title. Professional auction house raider. Where's our resident language teacher when you need him? Yeah, I don't know. I've not seen him today. He's probably been busy. I'm meant to be accepting a quest, but can you guys hurry up and give it to me? Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're on the clock here, boys. Switch to rank 2 since lots of competition sells like 15 a minute. 1 in 15 minutes. I mean, if you can still sell rank 2s speedy, then yeah, sure, go for it. I used to be an English teacher as well. Okay. Oh, if you used to be an English teacher, you know the language considerably better than me. My grammar is very, very good, generally, but I could never tell you what the actual rules are. Like, if you asked me, is this sentence grammatically correct, I could tell you yes or no, and if it wasn't grammatically correct, I could probably tell you what the correct version of that sentence is, but I couldn't tell you why. I just know what it is, you know. This is why when I moved to Finland, people were like, well, it's easy, just become an English teacher. And I'm like, no, it's really not that easy. Good luck on 60 tonight, see you tomorrow, hopefully for the fun. You too, Tom, sleep well. Where are we going? Fly to Orobos. Because Haffing sounds like the Irish form, or maybe even slightly Finnish. Haffing. Technically I don't even think it's a word. To say I'm having to do, it's having, I have to do something. I'm having to do something. Whatever. Greetings from Chicago, originally from Blackpool. How we doing, Adam? Welcome, welcome. You're one of the lucky ones that escaped. Do you think it's too late in the game to do double gathering? Can't compete with my capital, debating dropping my professions for it. Double gathering can still net you a good 30-40k an hour. And that doesn't even, I'm not even trying to sound like a clickbait YouTube video when I say that. You genuinely, especially over the next few days, if a lot of the materials spike up in price, it's you're comfortably going to make 30-40,000 gold an hour in materials. Genuinely going double gathering is not a bad idea at all. If I wasn't so heavily invested in professions, I would be doing some gathering as well because it's that profitable right now, but I just don't have enough hours in the day. Am I about to get the... I think I'm about to get the quests for going to Ardenweld, surely. Do you live in Finland? Yep. Okay, Missive Rush is over. They're officially down from 9k to 1.5k again. No. No, I don't think the rush is over. I hardly think the rush is done in like an hour. Note the time for you EU fans, it's about 10 hours after reset. Not that I disagree with you, Eric, but I think it's quite simply that somebody's just crashed the market for you temporarily. TLDR of the Lego market in the US right now is Legos are hot, missives are hot. Like they say on Wall Street, sell, sell, sell. The reason there's a very good reason a whole bunch of them get dumped on the auction house a few hours after, because people instantly see their missives selling like hotcakes, and the first thing they do is they go away and they craft a whole bunch of them. The people that have gone away and crafted a whole bunch of them have now dumped them on the auction house and killed the market again for a couple of minutes. The problem is what will then happen is all those cheap missives will get sold, and those people will go back to the auction house again to try and buy more herbs, to make more inks, to make more missives, and they'll very quickly realise that the price of the herbs have gone up by 20 gold a piece, and it's not quite as profitable to sell them for 1500 gold anymore. And so the cycle repeats. And the cycle repeats until the demand stops. The demand hasn't stopped. The demand has barely begun. How are you doing, Vopsa? Welcome, welcome. How was court? I hope you won your cases. Missive volumes are going up fast on US high population servers though, Illidan Area 52, etc. I mean, there's a strong likelihood that people saved a whole bunch of inks, and so they've literally logged on, seen the craze, and just dumped 1,000 and hoped for the best. That wouldn't surprise me on the high pop servers at all. The guy who said you should be an English teacher was wrong. You should be an economics teacher. No, I've analysed the crap out of the economics in World of Warcraft for long enough. I don't think I'd probably be alright at it in the real world, but my understanding of how this game works comes from a sales and marketing background more than it does a economics background. I understand human psychology very well, and when you understand human psychology, you start to see patterns. And when you start to see patterns, you understand what people are. I mean, it links very nicely to economics in that regard. There are literally no essences of torment on my server. I've watched them slowly decrease today, and now they've dried up. It's going to be exciting to see the panic for the rings. Had dinner with a client. Man, I'm tired. Get some sleep, dude. The fun will start tomorrow. You're much better off getting some rest tonight. Assuming your work schedule allows, obviously. Just tried a layer 2 in Torghast with a group. Actually doing Torghast in a group is proving to be more difficult than doing it solo a lot of the time. Because the scaling of the mobs, it's multiplicative scaling. So every time you add an extra player, it gets that quite a little bit harder. Group is fine if you're a DPS and you're adding a tank or a healer. Yeah, if you add a tank or a healer, it doesn't scale quite as high. But if you just go in like as 3 DPS, it's just 3 times as hard. Missives are selling 4 times. Missives are selling what one base legendary item is. The difficulty will be, like I said though, with the missives, is it's a competition thing. You guys are probably making an absolute murderous amount of gold right now because you're the first ones to the party. There will be the situation later in the day where it depends on how many herbs are available realistically, to exactly what will happen. These bushes in the sky. Did I nearly say bushes in the sky? These trees, these trees are getting in the way of my camera. I can't believe I nearly said bushes in the sky. I'm way too tired for this. Oh, this is where I meant to click on this, aren't I? I remember now. EU will act slightly differently though too. Yeah, absolutely. Things are always crazier in the NA. Always crazier. And this foresight that we get is, like Wu said, the foresight that we get from watching what happens in the NA only gives people some preparation time. You need to sleep. Hey, to be fair, I'm getting a good 8 hours in at the moment, which is, in theory, should be plenty. But I'm not necessarily used to playing a game, and not only playing the game, but also streaming it like 8 to 12 hours a day for like 7 days. Oh, hang on, I need to load the Ardenweald guide. Leveling, Shadowlands, Ardenweald story only. Go. NA, it's about to get hot now, 4 PM. People start getting home from school and work and the likes. Oh damn, I became a big birdie. Dance. Anyone see? Yeah, I'm very likely going to. I will post a couple of my Legos on the auction house, and I will post them at prices that I would be very, very happy to sell them at. I'm not going to be undercutting, put it that way. I will post my Legos at a price I'd be very, very happy to sell them at, regardless of what happens. And then I'll go to bed, and I'll wake up, and I'll assess the situation. Your 3 experience bubbles in front of me. I'm catching you. Oh, absolutely. I'm all hella slow at leveling when I'm streaming. I'd be 10 times faster if I wasn't doing this on stream, but I mean, I barely remember to press my keys on cooldown like when I'm streaming. When I mean Legos, do you mean rune carved gear, right? Yes. Yeah, Legos is just short for legendary base items in this case. Legendary base items is just a bit of a tongue twister to say 7,000 times a day. Hold on, how am I actually catching you? I'm Horde, your ally. Yeah, I told you, I'm just terribly slow at leveling when I'm streaming. Do you put your missives on now or tomorrow? I would list them. This is exactly what I'm going to do with both my missives and my legendaries. I am going to post them on the auction house at a price that I would be happy to sell them for. I'm not going to undercut. I'm just going to post them at a price that I would be happy to sell them for. What this means is that if somebody wants to come in and do a massive market reset, they might have to chunk through yours as well. So if yours then sell, they've sold at a price that you're happy for. I wouldn't go and dump all of your stock in any way, shape or form. That's usually a terrible idea. But I feel I need to say that because some people do it. Just literally post 1 or 2 at crazy prices, see what happens. Get your stock on the auction house nice and early once the reset happens. What? Hang on. Just bought out 8,000 Callous Hide. Oh, Callous Hide. Oh, that's a comfortable 800k investment though. Still. Oh damn! I thought you just dropped 8 million gold on heavy Callous Hide. Then I was about to say you're dropping gold cap on a single item. That's mental. I'm equally assuming that they were at a somewhat average price. Good morning. Only a third of the listeners / viewers hit the like button. No, it's fine. It's late in the evening in the EU. I'll let them off. Can I explain how to set up a TSM operation that puts everything in a group at the current lowest price on the auction house? Not easily, quickly, or in a fashion that I can do right now. There are a couple of guides on YouTube that are very good for TSM operations. They're not by me. One is by a guy called Samadan. You may or may not know who he is, but he's got a very good guide for TSM4 that will go through exactly that. There will come a point where I'll do some TSM guides. It's just to do them well takes a lot of time and pre-planning and preparation, of which I don't really have right now. How do I kill them? Like this. Like I said, in the short term, Samadan's videos are very good on TSM. Ramnus the Second, thanks for the sub. Welcome, welcome. Oh, have we hit 8k subs yet? Oh, boys and girls, we're 1 sub away from 8k. Literally 1 sub away from 8k. There's got to be somebody in here that's not subscribed. See, we're literally, I'm not lying to you, we are literally 1 sub away from 8k. I can't show you the rest of the screen because it shows stuff that I don't particularly want to show. Oh, not only have we gained another welcome Toft, thank you very much, appreciate. Not quite over 9,000. Not quite over 9,000. We'll get there next week. Appreciate it, Toft. Thank you. Did that not pop up on the screen, or is Stream Elements just being slow? Too early to wake up a friend and ask them to sub. It's alright, it's all good. What are the neck legendaries for? I don't see any powers for necks. I'm sure there are. I mean, it's a massive foresight if there isn't, but... Massive foresight? That's not the right word. What's the right word in that situation? I don't know. There are currently rank 1 cloth wrists selling for 800 gold on my server. Should I buy them to resell later? Already spent 1.5 million on items in prep for tomorrow though. I mean 800k, I mean that's literally less than the it's oversight. Oh, there we go. I mean it's literally a situation. What is it? Literally a situation. Yeah, I mean it's under a boil shard cost. Like somebody had to spend 1,250 gold or something around that price just on the arboreal shards. Do you have any tips on auction house flipping? Just know your market. Like the best way to be successful about flipping is to know a few things before you do it. You want to know, or you want to at least get a good understanding of why that person is selling an item so cheap. And you want to know who is going to be the kind of person that might buy it at a higher price. A lot of the time when you look at those two things and analyse what's going on and what's the case with those two statements, you will then be able to make a much better decision on whether it's actually a good item to flip or not. Now sometimes when you answer those two questions, it will put you off making the flip. And don't worry about that. That's the reason you do it. Because not every flip is a good flip. But start small and practice. Like, don't start flipping 250,000 gold items. Start with small stuff. Get some practice at it. And you'll get better. Just sold 3 missives for 8.8k. Nice one. Can I tag this one without... I've just realised I'm in Ardenweld, aren't I? Need to drop my graphics settings because I'm getting about 30 FPS out here. That's not happening. Al, thanks for the sub. Welcome, welcome. Oh, it's all popping off. Nick, thanks for the sub as well. Oh my word. Sean, also, thank you very much. Jesus, like 4 people in about a second. Nice one, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Nicola as well. Thank you, thank you. Has my Streamlabs just like been snoozing for 5 minutes? Is that what it is? Have I not... You know what this is. Streamlabs was taking a hiatus And this is from when I said I was 1 sub off. Yes. Streamlabs was asleep for some reason. Well, thank you everybody in case I've missed. Oh, Toft, there we go, joining the Morning Coffee Club. Thank you very much. Not quite sure what's up with Sheldon. Thank you. I love the name Sheldon. It might have something to do with the Big Bang Theory, but... One, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it. Guys, if we stay at this rate, I might hit 9,000 today. Over 9,000. That would be... that's an achievement. Why is there no wildlife around here for me to kill? Here we go. Yangas, all the twos. Thanks for the sub. Welcome, welcome. Subbed 5 minutes ago. Been watching for some time now. Great content. Thanks. Ah, you're very welcome. I hope I've earned your sub. Free the things. Now there was a trick to this quest, wasn't there? I can't remember what it was. Use something on the Hydra's corpse. That's the one. That's the thing I was going to forget. RTFM, or in this case, read the Zygor guide. There's a bunch of anima cones. Now I need to click the knifey thing. There we go. Now these guys are going to get annoyed if I steal the... Probably. Chomp up that Hydra. Yoink. Find me a Hydra. There's one. Just sold a rank 3 neck for 95k. Boom. A rank 3 neck. The hint's in the neck bit. It's been a long day, hasn't it, Vopsa? Oh, hang on. What? Okay, sure. I get it. I get it now. I guess so. Yeah, I wasn't deliberately calling you out on your mistake there, but I kind of did it accidentally. I'm not a terrible person, honestly. Have you checked your auction house? The cheapo rings are already running dry, and this is the EU. Smart people are setting up for tomorrow. Just be aware if the cheap rings are running out. Don't forget the likelihood is if anybody's buying more than one of them at a time, they're not somebody that's looking to buy it to use it. They're looking to buy it and resell it. So that competition will just come back to you tomorrow if that's the case. But yeah, it's good that people are setting up and pre-planning, if nothing else. I'll happily play the competition game with people all day yesterday. If we're fighting over 25k sales, I'll fight over 25k sales quite happily. Fighting over 10k sales, not as interested in that. So if people are willing to start buying things out to just have another competition over 25k tomorrow, I'm a happy man. 7k for rank 2 rings? That's a steal. By anybody's standard, that's a steal. I'm slightly skeptical though about buying out the cheap rank 2s and 3s. Because what I genuinely do know will happen is that long term rank 2s and 3s ain't going to sell for much at all. Long term, that is, because people will want to buy the cheap one, which is the rank 1, or they'll want to buy the best one, which is the rank 4. The 2s and 3s are going to be pretty niche in their market. Cole, thanks for the sub. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you. Use a thing on the thing. Use the thing on the thing. I've even got it key binded and I still didn't use the thing on the thing properly. Somebody reset the market on enchanted dilithium bars. They're 15k a piece now. GG enchanters. Nice one. At this point it's cheaper to buy Essences of Servitude for 900 gold than it is to buy Oxane ore at more than 100. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. You prospect Oxane ore at 50 gold a piece and you're still looking at like 500, 600 gold for the Essences of Servitude. If that price of ore doubles, then yeah. Absolutely. Luckily, Servitude goes into the neck rather than in the ring, which is not as likely to be in as much demand, but even still, it's a problem that we might have to overcome. Luckily I had some spare lying around. Second 100k sale on rank 3 neck. GG. Oh, we've had a couple more subs. Pack Tech and Planix, thanks for the subs. Welcome. Appreciate your support. We should be, we're definitely trucking our way towards 9,000 subs now. What's going on? Why can't I hit these things? Oh, hang on. Requires dead Spriggan. They're all dead. Do I have to target one individually? No? Okay. No idea what's going on then. There's a dude that obviously spawns around here somewhere. Oh, how do we get up here? Ah, it's up on this ridge. Bill, thanks for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Welcome. Ludwig, really? I know somebody by that name. It's a nice surname. Realistically, most casuals are going to struggle getting the soul dust needed from Torghast. For now, it's all a gearing thing. It's all a gearing thing. They've got an entire another week to just be like, to be working at it. And even if they don't get it, this week, they'll buy it next week. It's fine. What am I reclaiming something? Hope my 1.5 million gold investment over the last week will pay out. Me and you both. I'm really going to annoy that shaman if he doesn't get the tag on that now, aren't I? That's quite funny. I mean, I wouldn't get too close, dude, or I'm going to slap you. But sure. Everybody's sitting here praying to the gods we can make our money back with a nice profit. Yeah, true. I mean, I tend not to make overly risky investments. I mean, you guys have literally seen me all week analyse the market on my realm. Analyse it so that I can make investments and try and make wise decisions. And hopefully, in doing so, that you guys have been able to do the same as well. Do you have any idea why people are even buying rank 3 legendaries? I mean, they can't be used for a couple of weeks yet. Yeah, it's just there's two reasons. One, they just aren't aware of how the system works in enough detail, and are looking at the auction house and going, well, I want the best item level, so I'll buy the highest item level one. The other side of things is that, yes, they are basically item level stat sticks. Having an item equipped that's item level 235, for example, if you bought a rank 4, is definitely going to do you some benefit when it comes to trying to get into a pug group, for example. Even when it comes to getting into queuing for heroics and whatever. What you need to be like, what is it, item level 100? Is it 155 you need to be before you can even queue for heroics? I can't remember. If you can go to the auction house and just buy a 235 item, that's probably going to boost your item level. Like, so if you know you're going to use it in the future, buy the rank 4 if you think it's the price that you're willing to pay. And you know, there's a few reasons. There we go, you've got to be 155 to queue for random heroics. Now you ding 60 at about 130, 135, so you've got to find 20 item levels from somewhere before you can even queue for heroics. I lost out already on the markets on gear since I didn't max out enchanting. Never paid 400k for a profession before though. It's professions have been considerably more expensive this time round. The barrier to entry this time has been quite literally your willingness to spend gold on them. Enchanting has realistically cost most people who wanted to level it this week probably close to 300,000 gold on average. When you take the price of the crystals, when you add on the price of the dust and the shards combined, it's probably not far off an average of about 300,000 gold to level enchanting this week. Which, in past expansions, I've always leveled my professions pretty quickly, and I don't really even think I've ever spent much more than 100, 150k leveling the expansion, leveling at the beginning of an expansion. And I was lucky, it didn't cost me hardly anything at all to level enchanting. But that's because I bought my materials on day 1 before the markets went crazy high. Become a crafter, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Tomorrow when we're rocking... tomorrow when everybody's running around with millions in their mailbox because of rank 1 legendaries, you'll understand the fun in it. If any is enough to buy a rank 1, just wait for a silly person to list a rank 2, 3 or 4 at rank 1. It's going to happen. It genuinely is going to happen. Yeah, you will find people accidentally listing higher rank items at lower rank prices, for sure. For sure. Oh, sorry, priest. I didn't mean to knock you back. I was literally running away. Don't kill me. This has been the longest waiting game for the big bucks that I can remember in an expansion 2. Shreds my nerves. Yeah, I mean, like, the last couple of expansions, like, it's been, like, a straight away thing. Like, I need to stop saying the word like. And the word Every expansion in the past, virtually forever, it's go, go, go mode on day one. Having to wait basically a week. In fact, it is exactly a week, isn't it? It's more than a week for us in the EU. It's 8 days for us in the EU before the main market of the game really kicks in. Because you could argue that Dark Moon cards was just like... Dark Moon cards was a side hobby. Look at the amount of money that was made on Dark Moon cards, for example. And Dark Moon cards were like... There's 4 items in the game. There's 4 Dark Moon cards in the game. It's a trinket. And look how much crazy money people made off those trinkets. The legendary system is the main crafting system for Shadowlands. It's one of the key systems, and this time it's for gold makers and goblins. It's exciting. Priest, I really don't mean to kill you, but go away. Are your new groups available? No. I haven't updated to my new groups because my new groups are pretty specialist in what they do. Like, if I gave people my new groups, a lot of people would be look at them and be like, what is this? I need one more seed. Why can I not find one more seed? Hang on, is that one there? It is. Excellent stuff. Now we're good. Made about 1.5 million off Dark Moon cards and reinvested it all back into base legendaries. It was a wise move. It was a wise move, and it's one in hindsight that I probably should have done myself. I knew full well going into Shadowlands that I didn't have enough liquid gold to do everything I wanted to do. So I should have gone, in theory, I should have gone heavy on Dark Moon cards in the first few days. Just gone all chips on black with Dark Moon cards. Made 5 million gold in a few days, and then I'd have been good from there. But I chose to level my characters instead, which long term I will probably look back and think it's the right choice, as long as we can make some good gold off these base legendaries tomorrow. If I can make a few million gold tomorrow, I'll be happy. I mean, arguably I came into the expansion with about 1.5 million liquid gold, so I need to at least get back to that point and some. Just an FYI, on the NA, 3 million sales on heavy callus items in the last 3 hours. I've 10.3 million invested in missives, base legendaries and Oxane ore. Some people are going to come out with some mega mailboxes tomorrow. Oh boy. Also, since being online, Oribos has crashed a few times, so that may change your purchasing schedule too. Really? That's an odd one. Why Oxanor? Probably because it's expensive, and as I talked about a while ago with Darkmoon cards, like you can create a bottleneck by strangling one of the market resources. It's a bit harder to do in the terms of jewel crafting because there's always the fallback option of Leystrite ore if everything goes completely crazy. But with Darkmoon cards, for example, I was heavily recommending to people, if you're making 50k profit on every deck that you sell, spend 20k of that profit buying every single ace that you ever see hit the auction house, almost regardless of cost. Because all you're doing you're stacking up on way too many aces than you're ever going to be able to do anything with, but you're also making it remarkably harder for people to come in and complete the decks, or to buy up all of the 8 cards and complete a deck. This sort of mentality is easily repeatable in other professions as well. Reset the market of bones up to 30 gold. That's it. You can make big bank on any of them that you can get a nice reset on for sure. Hang on, how do we get down here to rescue this person? Oh, I should have gone down this way. Sure. Oh, Jesus, that was a higher fall than I expected. I'm genuinely hoping the price of Leystrite doubles on my realm. I'm really hoping the price of Leystrite doubles. Simply because I bought 20,000 of it earlier. And I would really like to sell some of it back at a nice cheeky profit. But I'm gonna do a quick market scan, just to assess, see if anything crazy's gone on my realm. Essences are coming down in price. Leystrite on my realm last night was 15 gold. At the moment, it's gone up to 54. I expect it to happen. Because jewel crafters that haven't stocked up on essences and have chose to sell the essences all week instead of stockpiling them are going to need some more essences, and they'll be like, oh, just buy some more Leystrites. Easy, innit? Easy game. Easy game. No, relax. I've still got 17,000 Leystrite in the bank. I don't need to buy any more of it. It's all gravy. But once again, just to give you an indication, on my realm, a big brain play would cost you I mean, you wouldn't even need to go that far. To basically reset the market right now, you only have to get to about 14 gold. Past that, there's basically nothing after it. It's a couple of 100,000 gold worth of lace stripe, but... $40k for a rank 1 ring. Nice. I've been undercut on my rank 2s, but I've not been undercut on my rank 3s. Can't seem to join the channel because I'm in a different region. That's entirely possible, unfortunately. The YouTube joining function isn't available everywhere, unfortunately. World server down? Really? Or did you just get disconnected? Hang on, what's somebody done to the price of rank 2 jewel crafting items? Oh, apparently nothing. Oh, derp. Where'd jewel crafting go? Base Legos. Still a lot of them. Still not many people posting rank 2s and 3s. I think it's going to be Christmas for me tomorrow. I don't think there's any way that the competition on my server is as prepared as I am for this. Looks like my server's balked. Can't log into any character in the Eastern Kingdoms right now. Oh dear. Not sure if somebody specifically did it or Jawncraft has started to focus on Legos, but the normal prices have rebounded upwards. Blue necks are 3 to 4k. Again, it might just be people resetting the markets. I'm unconfident in saying that that's the case on my realm right now. Nope. Duplets are being sold for 3 gold a piece. I knew it was going to crash, but oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, there's not a single 151 item on my realm right now that's going for any more than 600 gold. I'm down to 40k from 2.7 million. Got a lot of resources and hopes for tomorrow. Alright, let's finish this small little quest line up. I've run out of stuff to drink. I'm a bit of a noob, but what's happening tomorrow? Well, we're getting the first reset of the expansion, and what happens with the first reset of the expansion, the big things, at least from a goblinry point of view, is that people will start to get enough soul ash to be able to craft their legendaries. And in turn, that's going to require people to buy a lot of things from the auction house, most likely. Ah, damn, it was only a necklace we sold. Every time that beeps now, I'm like, is it a sale? Is it a sale? I need all those cheap rank 1s to get out of the way first, though. I could really do with all the cheap rank 1s getting out of the way. Just reset. Is that meant to be Octane Ore to 440? I mean, that's a very very high price for a piece of ore, but sure. Some of the screenshots in the flip sale channel on the Discord are pretty impressive. I'll have to check that out, actually. Yeah, I bet people are laughing all the way to the bank right now. Rip those people that have been selling base legendary items for less than cost for the last few days. That's gonna go down in history as the equivalent of selling Dark Moon decks for like 1,000 gold, isn't it? Because that's basically what these people have been doing. They've basically been crafting Dark Moon decks and selling them for 1,000 gold. But instead of them being Dark Moon decks, they've been base legendary items. And now, all of a sudden, they're in the tens of thousands again, in terms of value. Do you stream every day? Now, well, at the moment, yeah. We're in peak season, expansion launch. So at the moment, yes, I'm streaming every day. But normally my regular stream schedule is Monday through till Friday. I've built the channel on the basis of that I will take Saturday and Sunday off and not actually even play the game. So we will go back to that sort of schedule at some point, but it's peak season right now. If I'm playing the game every day, I might as well be streaming the game every day, you know, so. Right, well, we almost got our Paladin to 58. We genuinely didn't get him very far. We really didn't get him very far. But I'm going to leave my Paladin there for now. I'm going to leave my Paladin there for now. We will endeavour to get him to 60 soon enough. But let's take a quick browse and see if anything ridiculous has started to happen over here. What I want to do then is maybe do a material scan. Not that I've got any goal to do any investing, even if I do see something ridiculous right now, which is kind of annoying, but that's my own stupid fault. My banking was on that buying nearly 20,000 lacerite ore will pay for itself tomorrow. I mean, I bought, what's my smart average buy price right now? I've got 17,000 lacerite ore, and my current smart average buy price is 13 gold 38. So I only need lacerite ore to go up to 26 gold, and I double my money on that, which would be kind of tasty. Even if it goes to 26 gold each though, I'm probably not going to sell it. I'll probably disenchant it. I'll probably prospect it for the essences, and then just bank the essences and still be way ahead. I don't mean to come off as braggy, just giddy with excitement. It's all genuinely thanks to you, sir. Tip my hat, bend the knee, thank you. You're welcome, dude, you're welcome. Glad you're having fun. That's literally the entire reason I do this. Like, it's to make people have fun whilst gold making. So, I used to, some of you guys may or may not know that I used to make gold making YouTube videos a long time ago, like 4 or 5 years ago. That's where the first 5,000 subscribers on this channel came from. That I made videos way back in the day. And for various reasons I stopped. But over the last couple of years, and especially through BFA, I noticed that basically the only methods that were being advertised of making gold was just smashing your face on the keyboard, grinding mobs, hoping to get some glorious leg plates. And while some people can make that fun, inherently it's not fun. So I wanted to try and inject some... I see no old vids, did you delete? No, they're just unlisted. I just wanted to make gold making feel a little bit more fun. And there's one video that a lot of people will have probably seen, because it's not even arguably, it's without shadow of a doubt the most viewed video I've ever had on this channel. Let me see if I can... let me see if I can show this without showing too much away. Now, even back in the day, I was, hang on, let me get it to a screen size that's not ridiculous. God damn Windows snapping. Stop Windows snapping. God, Jesus. So, one of my oldest videos, and this was a long time ago, this was 2014, but nearly 400,000 views, which for a gold making video is pretty crazy. It is by me. It is by me. But some of you guys may have seen this. Yeah, let's skip the terrible intro. I need to mute it because I don't even know if that music's copyright or not anymore. But I basically did a battered hilt guide. It wasn't really a guide, it was just video footage of me running through Pit of Sauron a couple of times and getting really lucky, getting 2 battered hilts. But oh my god, I followed that years ago. Yeah, people will have probably seen this. I got past the phase of making stupid, not necessarily clickbait, because I don't think it... I mean, I specifically said 20,000 gold value. I didn't say 20,000 gold per hour. And I basically told you in the title that I got 2 battered hilts to drop in 30 minutes. That is the video. That's it, flexing the Spectral Tiger even back in 2014. Yeah. So this was over 6 years ago I made this. So I've been doing... Ironically, the Paladin in this video is the same Paladin we've just been leveling. Arguably my production value was better back in the day than it is now, but... Yeah, and sell them for over the course of a year for mad profit. Nope. But the takeaway from this is that I got past that kind of like farming for gold videos. I got past all of that like in 2014. The fact that people are still making those same videos today just baffles me. Run back, reset the instance, do it again. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Back in 2014, I was the only person doing this, and it banged. This is why people do it now, because they think that it's going to get 400,000 views. But yeah, there we go. That's a sneak peek into the vault. So, for reference, I've been doing this a long time. Why is it on private though? Because it's irrelevant now. It's entirely irrelevant. If somebody's to watch that now, it's totally irrelevant. Is there anything popping off here right now? I've not actually seen on my realm any significant spikes. There's only a few things that sort of look even remotely like they've changed price. The heavy callous hides are exactly still the same. Khan, thanks for the sub. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting day on my server tomorrow. I'm going to be very interested to see how people react. Because there doesn't seem to be anybody on my realm that's done any sort of like significant stockpiling today. These material prices are exactly the same. Exactly the same. Do I buy just like 100k of Nightshade now? It's not going to make any difference to the market price, but it means I'll have it. No, stop spending the gold. See, this is why I get... When I have no gold, don't go to the auction house. It's like walking around a casino. You just got that... You got those chips in your hand, and you're like... You're just being suckered by the shiny lights. Suckered by the shiny lights. But no, we're in a good position for tomorrow. Let's just look at what we've got stock-wise. Stock-wise, we've got... our hunter, or should I say, more to the point, our jewel crafter is in a position to be able to craft rank 1 rings pretty aggressively, at least for a couple of days. I think you're trying to hit 0 before you make any. Well, I've known the timeline. I know that I don't plan to make any gold back until tomorrow for us in the EU. I've known that from the very beginning. It's just how was I able to invest the gold I had to begin with? But what we do have is, I think, compared to most of my server, we've got essences up the wazoo. We've got enough essences here to comfortably hit rank 4. Not only to comfortably hit rank 4, we've also got enough essences to very comfortably craft a whole bunch of rank 1s for as long as they are flying off the shelves. What I do probably need though is more Shadowghast ingots. That's something I should probably look at before prices spike too heavily. Because this will do me for a few days regardless. But this is not a few days worth of stock. That is panic mode low level stock actually. That's the last thing I do today. Maybe that last thing we do is get some Shadowghast ingot stock. What? How many do I need per? It's like 10 or something, right? What is it? I've got too many windows open. I need 10. Oh, it's 20 Shadowghast ingots. 20 Shadowghast ingots per craft. So that's 10. That's only 20. 25 crafts. That's not enough at all. Not even close. Not even close. What's the price of these on the auction house right now? If it's right, if it's good enough, I might just buy some. $122 gold. No, I can make them for less than that. God damn, I was hoping they're going to be less than cost on my realm. How many is there? There's loads. I'm going to have to make them myself. How much is the ore? Check me out using the default UI. 50 gold a piece, 25 gold a piece. What am I short on? 150 of that, 700 of that. Still got 5,000 solid or more. I could do a shift in that sometime soon. 400. It's ironically it's Phaedrum that I need, and to nobody's surprise it's the most expensive. Alright, fine. Let's go. Where's ore? We're going to spend a big chunk of our remaining gold. We're not going to get to 0, but we're going to get pretty close. We're going to buy... $600? 600 Phaedrum ore. Have I got 600 of the others? Probably. This is stupidly expensive to be buying, by the way. But let's just go 500. Let's go round numbers, 500. That will give us another 1,000. Do I have more than 500 of all of the others? Phaedrum we've now got. We need a bit more Oxane ore. We'll just buy another 200 of Oxane ore. Oops, I keep pressing back and I don't mean to. Solanum ore we're definitely good on. Sinvit ore we've got enough, but it's cheap right now, so we'll buy some because it's cheap. In fact, if I can, I'll buy all of that because it's really cheap, and then it jumps up to 30 gold. Yoink. Mike Frost, thanks for the sub. Welcome, welcome. Right, we're down to less than 100k. That's ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. I probably also need the rest of the ore. Let's just send all of it to our black... Well, not all of it, but most of it to our blacksmith now. Because he's going to need it, let's be honest. Enough cloth, maybe. I spend most of my life trying to be organised, and then whenever I actually do something, I'm the least unorganised person in the world. I'm not even on the right character here. You think it's worth buying Leystrike ore for under 13 gold? Oh, well, absolutely. You can't lose if it's under 13 gold. Because even if you can't sell it or do something with it, you can turn it into blacksmith weapons and just sell them. EU Kazakh, where did Octane ore go? Did somebody buy it all? Oops. All the oops. Legit only 200 available. People being sneaky. People being sneaky. Where's the flight master over here? Isn't it up here somewhere? Five Shadowgast rings bought earlier for 5k, now going for 15k. 5,000 lay strike for 11 gold and a bunch of Elysium. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. Yep. Best of luck on Kazakh. I think it's going to be a bloodbath. One thing we may end up having to do, and it's a necessary evil. It's just part of the profession at this point. Is we may have to spend a lot of time camping the auction house. But I genuinely don't mind letting people get some quick and easy early sales out the way if they burn through their stock. And then I'll sit there with loads of stock, charging premium, and just be like, yep. You see, having to do. Did I say it again? Maybe it's probably just part of my vocabulary and I don't even realise. It's what you have to do. You have to do it. I don't have to do it, but I do have to do it. You've made me think it's not even a word now. I've said it too many times. You know when you say a word, you pick any word and just say it 20 times, your brain will start to think it's not actually a word anymore. You'll start to question your entire existence. Oh, I could have really done with going to the mailbox first, maybe. That would have been more sensible. Semantic citation. That's not even citation. Is that the word describing the not understanding of words when you say them all? This is not a conversation I need to be having at midnight after probably streaming close to 60 hours this week. My brain cannot handle it. Sure, but I like having way more than have to. I have to do this. I'm having to do it. Yeah, I don't even know now. I genuinely don't even know. How to confuse a streamer. Tell him a word that he thinks does exist and then tell him it doesn't exist. And then convince him the word doesn't exist even though it's part of his basic every day-to-day vocabulary. Yeah, thanks for that. I now need like 2,000 luminous flux again. Cheeky trip to Stormwind, methinks. How do we get to Stormwind nice and quick? We go Dalaran and then we go... Down to 40k gold now and going to bed. Not sure if I can sleep well tonight. I've been sleeping like an absolute baby the last few nights. It's grammatically correct, but it's a different tense. I think it's called the present perfect tense. These tenses are making me tense. And that's a different type of tense. I think my dog is wanting to go to bed. Amazed at how many raw, uncut gems you've been selling. Probably not the red ones, right? The yellow ones I can see being a thing. The red ones, not so much. Luminous Flux, here we go. Hang on, once again, I'm in the wrong capital city. I should have gone to a city where I'm not a pleb with. Let's go to a city that I'm not a pleb with. Oh god damn, I'm a pleb with everybody. Whatever. It's like 25 silver. At this point. You can't merely put have to modal verb in any progressive tense, like ing ending. Madness level skills right now. I mean, I can do nothing but trust you because I can't argue the case either way. I need to buy, what is it, 4,000. Did I say 4,000 or 2,000? 2,000 of these. Hang on. GSM. Luminous Flux. 2,000. Purchase. Yoink. And now we craft. Not enchanting. Go to bed. Shadowghast ingot. Boom. Craft all the things. And there we go. I am done for the day, boys and girls. Big shout out to everybody that's hit the subscribe button today. You guys have absolutely smashed it. We've done over 1,000 new subs to the channel in like I want to say 3 days, maybe 4 days. For a channel that's only got 8,000 subscribers in total, that is ludicrous. Thank you very much, everybody. I highly appreciate it. I hope everybody the greatest of gold making success. If you're in the NA right now, you've got a busy evening ahead of you. For us in the EU, we're going to have to wait till at least the morning before we get our crazy stage. But we will be live tomorrow, same again, same time, same again, as we do. Hit 200 likes, fellas? No, that's not going to happen. I'd be surprised if at this point we hit 120. We're not doing shaming. No, we're good with the shaming. It's fine. That guy who puts 5 dislikes, yeah, sure. If you like it, hit the like button. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button twice. Yeah, it's going to be a fun one tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. When are you making a video on TSM strings? Sometime in the future, not now. Quick TLDR for anybody who's got to this point and hasn't realised already. Legos are hot. Missives are hot. Price of herbs because of the price of missives is likely to go up. Price of ore because of Dawn Crafters and blacksmiths is likely to go up. Pretty much all the materials are likely to go up. As people are doing exactly like what I'm doing now. Quite simply, crafting materials in bulk. So, yeah. Manthieus, heads up on Elysium. You are very, very right. That's kind of nice to hear. Equally, you have to remember to tell me when I'm very, very wrong, though. But yeah, sure. I'm going to go to bed. I wish you all the best of luck. Enjoy the rest of your night. Happy goal making, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.